Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of January 2020. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'll be using my white tarot deck. I'll be clarifying with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I will end your reading with the Wisdom of the Oracle card. So, let's go ahead and get right into it, Capricorn. So what do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of January 2020? Ooh. Wow, Capricorn. All right. What else do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn? All right, let me make sure nobody is getting cut off here. All right, Capricorn. Well, I have to say that it looks like you're really going to be in flow when January starts off. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're definitely going to have I want to say an emotional time during that first week of January, but the thing is that it's also going to be a time of really just connecting with the right people in the right time, in the right way. We have the Ace of Cups, Emperor, Four of Wands upright, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands in reverse, King of Wands, and then the Three of Cups upright. Okay. I want to make sure none of my cards are cut off. Now, the Ace of Cups tells me that there's going to be a passion project starting for you. Now, this could be something you've been working on for quite a while, but it could also be something that is going to be presented to you in a very unique way. It could come through a personal relationship, maybe what you're currently doing right now, or it could be something that is actually something you weren't expecting. And I say that because we have the Emperor and the Four of Wands here. Now, the Emperor is all about making wise decisions. It's also about mentorship, working with someone you trust, and you're going to have a very good coming together of this. This is the wedding card. It's also the card of stability and strong foundations. And because I see these three cards together, this is definitely going to be a passion project, working with the right people. Now, this is also a celebration card. So whatever it is that you have or that you're anticipating or whatever shows up in that first week of January, it's going to be something worth celebrating for sure. Now, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This tells me that you're coming into a more relaxed state as it relates to your money, your career, and your finances. You're not feeling like you have to be so tightly holding on to certain things. Now we have the Queen of Wands here in the reverse. This tells me that there's also the possibility of a move of some sort. I'm not feeling like this is a permanent move. I'm feeling like this is a more temporary transfer, excuse me, temporary relocation. It could also be a temporary move in a different direction, but you only do that because it takes you closer to your goal and closer to something that you're ultimately trying to achieve. So this could be maybe you taking a temporary job in a different industry, maybe to pick up some skills, make some connections. It's just something that's going to kind of take you temporarily in a different direction, but it's okay because it's going to ultimately lead you back to where you're trying to go. And you're going to figure this out, like I said, in that first week of January. It could also be connected to this passion project here. Now we also have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a very stable, grounded energy. When he shows up, I'm feeling like he's like revealing something. Now, this is not something like a secret or some, information that you didn't know. But I'm feeling like there's some type of awareness that you come into as it relates to your current work, job, career, business. And it puts you in a different position. It puts you in a different mindset where you can consider things that you had not considered before. And it's also a situation where you have more control and more power than you initially thought that you did. And you end up using that power, so to speak, to your advantage. Now we have the Three of Cups here, another celebration card. So whatever's going on, it's definitely going to be positive. The opportunity that's coming your way, it's going to be worth celebrating. And there's going to be other people involved that you're going to be able to, to work with and to trust and to really connect with on a professional as well as a personal level. So overall, this first week of January looks very, very good for you, Capricorn. So what else do we need to know? For the sign of Capricorn, as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance, for the month of January 2020. Okay. All right, Capricorn. So you're definitely going to be presented with several options. As we move into the second week of January, it really becomes all about your money and all about your work. Four of Cups upright, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles upright, Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups in the upright position. Now, like I said, the second week of January, it's really all about your money. You have opportunities coming your way that you may or may not be excited about. And things kind of go in a different direction. Now, we talked about that in this first week of January, but it's going to become a lot clearer once we get into the second week of January. The Wheel of Fortune tells me that things just take a turn, not necessarily for the worse, but in a different direction that you just don't expect. Now, the King of Pentacles here, this is an unexpected, I'm feeling like an unexpected expense. Also, the King of Pentacles also means that you're making decisions as it relates to your money that you were not expecting that you would have to make at this time. It could be investment related. It could also be something in regards to work, your hours, your pay. Also, there could be some information that kind of forces you to either make a decision or make a payment that you just were not expecting to make. The good thing is that we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So it's going to work out fine. You're going to be in a good position to handle this unexpected thing that comes up probably mid-January. Now the Seven of Swords here tells me that whatever you've been working on behind the scenes, you're going to get some news or information in relation to that project. If you've been working on something privately, secretly, you're going to get some good news, probably by the end of the second week of January. Now, the other thing is that this Page of Cups, remember, it's all about news and information coming your way, and it's good news. So just trust that whatever you're working on and whatever is coming up, it may feel a little, I want to say, unsettling at first, but by the time we move into mid-January, you're going to get more information and you're going to see things will fall into place and you're going to feel a lot more secure. But let's go ahead and clarify. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of January 2020? What else do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn? Okay. As we move into that third week of January, a lot of things are going to be put on hold. Looks like you're going to have some travel that gets put on hold or delayed for some reason. Also, some decisions that you've been making, probably in relation to this project here, that's going to be put on hold. Page of Swords means information that you were expecting is also going to be put on hold. The Four of Swords, excuse me, is a card about withdrawing and retreat. So you kind of get a little bit more proactive as we move into that third week of January. And we have the Three of Cups here in the reverse. And remember, we saw them here. So whatever information you're going to get, whatever you start celebrating, it's still going to be happening towards the second half of January. However, there's going to be some parts, some moving parts to that are probably going to just kind of be at a standstill. You know, things are just not going to happen either as quickly or probably as profoundly as you were expecting them to happen. So just know that once we move into that third week of January, you're going to see that a lot of things are just going to kind of slow down temporarily. I feel like I need one more card for Capricorn. Yes, you're definitely going to have some meetings, some conversations, some discussions. And while you may not resolve or come to a final agreement at the time that you have this discussion, as it relates to work, money, business, things are just going to be put on hold because of it. Let's see if we can get some more clarity on this for Capricorn. What else do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of January 2020? So what I can tell, Capricorn, is that the second half of January, things are going to be moving slow. Things are going to start in the first half of the month. As we move towards the second half of the month, a lot of things will either temporarily slow down or will be postponed or delayed. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn? Wow. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of January 2020. All right, Capricorn. So you're going to have to make some decisions, and it's really going to cause you to contemplate your future. Now, we're focusing on your professional work life here. So you're going to have to make some decisions as it relates to the future of your career, your work, your business, your money. You're really going to be, excuse me, in a position to kind of eliminate some things so you can make room for other things that are more important to you and that are more profitable for you. Now we see the Hanged Man here. And this tells me that you're going to feel a little stuck temporarily. You're going to feel like you don't have either the time or the information to make the decisions that you need to make by the time we hit the end of January. And this Judgment card, again, this is a card about decisions. This is a card about preconceived notions of certain types. The Judgment card in the reverse tells me that there's definitely a major life or work decision, and by the time you hit the end of January, it's either going to be put on hold or you're going to have to reevaluate it all over again because you've got new information coming in. Your life and your goals are changing, and you're trying to figure out how this is going to work in your current situation without you having to sacrifice too much time, too much money, and too much energy. Now, the good thing is that you will have some choices. You're not going to be stuck, limited. And I'm also getting the feeling that once you kind of reassess the whole picture, you're going to get more insight and you're going to have clearer ideas and clearer, I want to say, goals, because what you're working on is coming to pass. There's no question about that. But from what I can tell from this reading, it's just going to happen in a different way than what you're expecting and what you're thinking. So overall, Capricorn, you've got a lot of good things happening. However, they're just not happening at the pace you would like. But it turns out to be a blessing because it gives you more time to evaluate, more time to get yourself and your things in order. And it gives you a lot more clarity and a lot more wisdom as far as what it is you want to do and what's going to be your next step. All right, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and close out your reading with the wisdom of the Oracle card. Okay, you got Treasure Island. This means it's all coming along. It's coming together. What you want, what you're expecting, it's on the way. It's going to be better than what you actually have envisioned for yourself and for your life and for your work. It's just going to take some time. And it's going to take some, like I said, reevaluating and shifting some things. Shifting some priorities, kind of shifting all the moving parts and really trusting in the timing that everything is happening, and knowing that it's really going to work out for your ultimate good. Well, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. I am feeling a little under the weather, so if I sound a little stuffed or out of breath, that is why. But I did want to get this reading out for you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, feel free to leave those in the comments below. And if you'd like to connect with me for a private reading, I will have that linked in the description as well. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I'll see you again soon.